Good morning. It is Friday at 9:11 a.m. Wanted to go through what I'm looking at for the day and things to keep in mind. Right now we are sitting around 610 on the QQQ. We have previously retested the 5-day, the 20-day, and the 10-day moving average in the past day. From the Trump announcement, I want to say about a week or two ago, we have fully recovered from that. We're only about 3 points away from being there. And then from a more technical standpoint, we are clearly in an uptrend right now. How did we get here? Well, we closed that gap. If you saw my last video on that day, we closed it. We went much lower, regained traction, and now we're continuing to trend up. So my thought process for the day, off the open, again, same idea. You want to look for a volume increase. You want to look for a hold above this so that the trend will continue. And I probably don't want to play the shorts today unless you have a very clear entry on a short-term move. So if you do play that, you would just want to be a lot more protective of your downside. Upside, you probably want to open up the range a little bit because it seems to be in the way it's going. We did have some CPI data this morning at 8:30. There are more news at 9:45 and then 10. So hopefully I can be done with the day before I even have to play a factor of the news, but sometimes you just have to sit on your hands and be patient. So we'll see how that goes. I didn't even start filming for this trade, but yeah, there you go. We're going to take one off here. We'll lock in another 140. I like this one to run. I mean, we had a pretty good consolidation down, so if we can get to 25.5, that'd be great. If I get knocked out, so be it. I might give a little more room. Hello. Say hello to the kitten. Hello. Oh. What I'm doing is I'm just trailing up to the previous wick. It's a great push. And we're 8 minutes from market open, so this has a pretty high likelihood to continue. Let's just put it below the last bottom of the previous candle. Looks like it's slowing down. We might get stopped out, but I wanted to give it a chance. If it's gonna bounce, it'll be right now. Otherwise, it's gonna drop pretty quick and stop us out. So. There we go. Stopped out. This is before market open. 2 minutes open. 2 minutes from the open. It can break through the red. It's fine. If it holds the white, that's a really good indication of continuing to go long. Plus, we do have um, VWAP here as some sort of support. So I'm looking for that as we are creeping into the open. All right. Market just opened. Let's see. Not currently trying to anticipate anything. Touch and go. I think it'll probably break through and then reclaim down here somewhere. Yeah. On QQQ as well. Um, we opened around 616, and then our gap close is, I want to say, like 613. So we have a ways to go. But will we get there today? There's no telling. Reason I'm not so eager to do anything right now, if you look, we went up to a high around 65, 520. We went to a low of 65, 429. We're directly in the middle of both those ranges. So there was an opportunity to take this, um, but I didn't like it. So it's that simple. I was definitely hoping for something when it broke out, we would kind of hold, come back down and retest. And then once it started to gain momentum, then that would kind of be my entry. We didn't get that though. Buyers just stepped straight up um, and started claiming that level. News in about 9 minutes as well. I am expecting some volatility there. And back to pre-market highs right now. If you're still watching with me, you're probably thinking, Nate, you literally called out the move. Why didn't you get in? There really was no entry, for me at least. We came down, we got under the white channel, and at one point we looked like we were breaking and retesting to the downside. So you would have gotten trapped. We did call out VWAP as a support. I guess that's more the moving average, actually. But it still held. But I just didn't see a place where I was like, yes, I can invalidate my trade. Because there's no structure down here, right? We just went from here, news shot up. You can't have a clear, definitive stop if there's no bottom in yet. Because this thing is still trickling down. In hindsight, it's a bull flag. We kind of talked about that previously. But in the moment, it's more about managing your risk, figuring out like where am I wrong and where am I comfortable being wrong to stay alive in this. We're retesting the pre-market high right now on Qs. It actually lines up pretty well. Can we retest? I'm looking for both. Okay, stopped out $30. Maybe put my stop a little too tight there. Probably wanted to put it up here. But usually in those scenarios, it goes pretty quick. Yeah, there's the move. I just need to be a little more patient on that setup there, but it was not a bad idea. No continuation for either side on these two candles. Really not a trade. If this is going to go higher, you want to see some sort of bull flag or something like that. Whoops. Just not giving any confirmation right now. About 5 minutes ago, I was saying if we break, come back down and retest this. If it stayed down in this channel, it might break now. Just the break early. We'll see. If this is gonna go higher, you want to see it come at least touch down here. There's the news. That's the volatility we talked about. We are at all-time highs. There's a lot of sellers just sitting up here. So although that is a bull flag, we need to get the retest. I still don't love it. I think we need some sort of retracement back down in order to go higher. But there's just no structure to even go short yet either. So you just wait. That's how it goes.